Welcome to another installment of That Time When. I'm Matt Miller. This is the podcast series where I take you for a deep dive into the Trekzone archive.
This is Trekzone's That Time When. And you can get exclusive behind-the-scenes info and first play access to all Trekzone podcasts by becoming a member today. Click join on every Trekzone video on YouTube. Go to thetrek.zone/support or scan the QR code on screen throughout the show. Now, it's back to you, Matt.
Well, thank you very much, Ross. Also, don't forget we're on social media. Find us by searching for Trekzone on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and of course, YouTube and podcast streams as well. Like, follow, subscribe, leave ratings, leave comments. That helps us appear in the algorithms of the social media giants. Well, on this edition of That Time When, I'm throwing it back to July 2018. And that time when I put a spotlight on Potemkin Pictures.
Well, joining me via Skype is Randall Landers at the convention. Randall, thanks so much for your time.
No problem. Enjoying it.
So tell us a little bit about where you are right now.
I'm at Magic City Con in Birmingham, Alabama. It's a multimedia convention, and we're graciously allowed to have a table here and promote our Star Trek fan film series.
Well, and that Star Trek fan film series is Potemkin Pictures. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, we have a number of productions, 7 of them, in fact. Most people are probably familiar with either Tristan or Demos or the Potemkin, but we've got a couple of others in the works right now, and we're just promoting the heck out of them right now. And we've got an opportunity to meet actors, cast members. I even had a lady that wanted to help out with the visual effects today, and I'm like, oh, how wonderful. So it's a great opportunity to spread the fun that we have doing fan films.
What got you started doing fan films?
I read an article on a Star Trek fan film called Paragon's Paradox, and finished reading it. Checked out a couple of fan films on the internet, Farragut Films and New Voyages at the time, and even Starship Exeter. And then I said, I can do that. And so I've been at it since then.
What are some of your highlights of making the fan films?
Working with all these wonderful, talented young actors and even seasoned actors who are just developing better skills at acting. Several of our actors actually have gone on and done feature films even. And that's just a delight that, we were able to give them an opportunity to hone their craft. And that also applies to the behind the scenes people as well. We've got visual effect artists, musicians, all these things come together and help make a good production.
And whereabouts are you filming?
Currently, we're filming in Pelham, Alabama, which is about 5 miles south of Birmingham, Alabama. We have a small 1,000-square-foot studio there with a bridge set, a transporter room set. We also have a complete basement that we've turned into a Klingon bridge, sick bay, officers' quarters, and a corridor.
Potemkin Pictures, another one of those fan films doing right. It's an ongoing series to counter all the Axanar coverage that we offer because Alec Peters just can't get in and make 30 minutes of fan film content. Others can, and others can do it quite successfully. But then again, they're not trying to make an empire out of someone else's intellectual property, are they? So you can catch fan films done right in a playlist on YouTube. You can also catch my Axanar coverage in a playlist on YouTube as well. If you're listening to this as a podcast, jump onto Trekzone, search for Axanar, search for fan films done right. They'll all come up. All the episodes we've done featuring Aaron Vanderklay, Gary Davis, Nick Cook, Gary O'Brien is the other Gary as well. Plenty of other content that we've done as well. This is That Time When, where we take you through the archive here at Trekzone. Don't forget, if you do want to catch the full episode of the full interview, the full spotlight, even whatever I call it, that episode, if you want to catch it in full, click the card in the video on YouTube, or if you're listening to this as a podcast, jump onto Trekzone.org, scroll down to the That Time When section on the homepage, click this episode, click the link through to the full interview. That is where you'll find it for now. And as always, I'm Matt Miller for Trekzone.